Hopefully you can hear me, guys. I don't know, YouTube just went down completely, so I don't know what's going on. La 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 la. Interesting. Are you able to see anything on the screen, right? Because I can see nothing this end. Nothing at all. So I don't know what's I really don't know what's going on, but the I can't actually see the playback of the stream, so I'm assuming that you can hear and you can see. Nothing. Okay, thanks. See, there's nothing happened at this end as far as my connection or anything goes. So just the little preview screen that I get from YouTube is just blank. So I don't know what's going on. Anyway, not to worry. God bless you, YouTube. We love you. Anyway, let's do some swimming just to celebrate being back up. No, it's not even close, that, is it? Okay. That's very strange. I've never seen that happen before, so just to explain, the window that I get when I'm streaming shows me a little preview, so I can see what you see. I can see what you see. It has gone completely blank. It's saying the video playback is interrupted, so I have no idea what's going on. So I thought the stream had gone down. I don't think the stream had gone down. It just is being a bit special today. Oh, wrong one. Try it. Very, very strange. Anyway, God bless you, YouTube gaming. We love you all. Nice. So we're not getting really too far at this point. Welcome back. Sorry guys if you left us and things just went all dark and mysterious for a while, but it looks like I'm going to have to sleep now because it's starting to get dark, isn't it? Okay, so we're starting to get somewhere. So we'll just sleep for 12 hours. There we go. You come back and start sleeping again. So, and what I'm going to do here today is once we finish sleeping, I'm going to just switch the microphone on and off, so let me know if anything silly happens. So make sure it's not scratchy. There we go, and we should be back and should be good. Okay, get back into the build menu now. So yeah, I've never seen that happen before, but never mind. So hopefully you can hear me, you can see me, and life is good. It's funny because in the last month, probably month and a half, the streaming on YouTube has been a bit of an issue. I don't know what, at least for me, I don't know what's going on, but it's not been very friendly with me. But I've had all kinds of issues, and I haven't changed anything in my setup. That's the weird thing. But anyway, all good. So we'll just wait for the menu to. How are you, Jobo? welcome to the stream, mate. How you been? I have been working on my settings for my microphone to try and get things a little bit crisper, and I think I was talking to Darth Zion the other day on Twitter, and I think it's something that we're always trying to see where we can make little improvements all the time, and so it's just an ongoing process, I guess. Here we go. So Z, when's your next when's your next little upload going to be, mate? Are you working on? Are you close to finishing anything, or? Okay, so what do we want to do? We want to start putting some half walls in here. Are you working on anything at the moment, Jobo? So I'll put that question out I put out before. What is it about Fallout 4's building component that you like so much? It will help me answer a couple of questions that I've got. Okay, so that's not going to work. Okay. We're going to be special today, are we? Okay. Thank you so much during the week for all your comments regarding the courtroom build. It's that build was one that I wasn't sure about, because it's a little bit of a departure for me, and usually, you know, the kind of builds that I do, but people seem to have enjoyed it. So thanks so much for your comments and your feedback on that. It's probably the biggest single build I've ever done in Fallout. It took me forever to get it done, and I cut out a lot of it. I saw Castle Wall mods. Oh no. Chaos, how are you, Dave? Good morning. We'll run up here and give a big salute to Chaos and Fallout. Welcome to the stream, mate. Trying not to. Can we use it? There we go, NordHagen. I don't want to step outside the boundary, sorry. So Chaos, we built there last week. Oh, just incidentally, while I'm in build menu, I'll show you this, what I found. So I'm going to grab, it doesn't matter what I grab, I'll grab a fridge, I guess. So I put this boat down last week, and I went to decorate, and when you place things down, they do that. However, if you put these little pallets down, you can actually place stuff on them. So there's a nice little tip if you want to put a boat down at any stage and you want to put things on the deck. That's how I got round it. Okay. So one of the issues we're going to have here is figuring out some stairs. Hey Proton, how are you, man? Welcome to the stream. Welcome back, I should say. Now I can't see what you guys are seeing because unfortunately Jeez. Yeah, you're having major problems, see. So guys, I've got a few builders in the chat now. I'm running. I've just been explaining. I'm running a little project, and I'd like to get your feedback on why you building Fallout. What is it about the building component of Fallout that you find so endearing? Why do you enjoy it so much? Why do you keep coming back and building here? Jobo's just given me a great answer. It does get addictive. We're going to figure out some stairs here, don't we? Okay, let's try it from here. And I think I'll use these stairs here, because they're pitched a little bit steeper. And they will snap onto that. Yep. Okay. It's therapeutic. Why is it? Why do you find it therapeutic though? And I'm not disagreeing with anybody. I'm as addicted as everybody else, but. Okay. Hey Danielle, how are you? Welcome back. All the way from Bonnie, Scotland. Hope you're well today. I hear the weather's been crap as usual, but anyway. Danielle joined us last week for the first time, so everybody say hello in the chat. She's lives in a, when they say it is remote, but it's not hugely remote, one of the islands off the coast of Scotland. And please correct me if I'm wrong, Daniel. All the usual crew are here. Okay. So we're building another crazy structure. Yeah, that's not pitching right. Okay, let's try something different. So there's always another way of doing this, and I'm going to resist using the elevator of love, because they just, yeah. Let's just not go there. We know what, we've all had problems with elevators in this game, which is a huge pity, because I think they'd be, if they worked, they'd be great. I mean, chasing cats all day. Okay. We do this one. Oh, okay. So you actually live. I thought you said you were living on the island. Okay, gotcha. European city of culture, eh? Good old Glasgow town. Somewhere I visited a lot in my younger days before I moved to Australia for footballing reasons. But we'll say no more than that. Let's not get too political. I want you to snap there, please. Not going to, is it? Why is it so? It'll snap everywhere except to where I need it to snap. Of course it will. Why won't these ladders snap inside? Yeah, it's funny you should say that, Z. You'll go through that. You'll go through that, especially when you're having problems like you're describing too. It kind of kills your buzz, doesn't it? Can we do that? No, because we're going to bump our head on there, aren't we? And you'll go through those periods where you just don't feel like building anything, I guess. No, it's not going to work there either. I guess it's a bit different for a few of us that have now got YouTube channels and post on a regular basis. It's kind of hard for us to lose our vibe. If we lose our vibe, people get upset with us. So I wouldn't say they get upset with us, but there's an expectation, I guess. Come on, stop fighting me. That's not going to work either. I'm going to bump my head on there. Well, okay. Now you'll snap. Yes, I know. Haven't been part of that culture for a long time. I know. Just talking to Danielle. Okay, yeah, it's got better in the days that I used to go to Glasgow. Yeah, and I'm sure it's still there. There's a religious aspect to it, as you would appreciate, which kind of fuels a lot of the dislike, if you like, or I don't know what the bigotry, I guess. But anyway, let's not get into that. Okay, so I'm going to stop for a second. So here's something that Z was talking to me about the other week. Yeah, Z, we were talking about this towards the end of the stream a couple of weeks ago. I'll put it out to the chat now, and if you're watching this after the stream, also give me some comments. One of the ideas that Z had was potentially that we run a building challenge or a building comp or something on the channel. So I'd like to get your feedback on that, if you think that's a good idea, and if so, how we could structure that. Z had a very concrete idea he had an idea on that, but I'd like to hear everybody's kind of feedback out if you think that would be something you'd be interested in us running on the channel. I know other people do it, and it's probably the reason I've resisted doing it, to be honest. Because it's just much of what everybody else is doing. But if it's something that you think you'd be interested on, let me know. Okay, that's right. I have to put this down first. There we go. Yeah, and that's the other thing. I don't like to run challenges. I personally don't like to run challenges when other people are doing them, because I think you cannot. Number one, you can only do so many builds. That's the first thing. The second thing is, I respect the other people that are doing it, and I want them. If that's their idea, I'm not going to steal their idea. Okay, so part of the problem we're going to have here, number one, it's very tall, so grabbing it is going to be an issue, as you can see, and also and getting up there is going to be an issue now. There we go. That works. So what the problem is, to get that blade to work, I've got to get it inside I've got to get it inside the boundary. Oh, here we go. And I know Reddit runs one pretty much every second week too. That's the other thing. There we go. Okay, that gives it a little bit more interest. Yeah, and I'm thinking oh really, Rebel? So you got a bit of a Scottish background, Alex, have you? So I'll read the chat for a bit. Yeah, I'm thinking how to structure this, because there's got to be a reward too. If you're going to put all that effort in, there's got to be some kind of reward. So, which is going to be a little bit difficult to do, because some are on Xbox, some are on PS4, some are on PC. So I've really got to think that through a little bit. But if it's of interest, then we'll continue to develop it. Now that is a good idea. That is a real good idea. I guess like me, you've grown up watching Star Wars, and some of the landscapes in Star Wars are incredible. You know, we have done themed. Get off! I shouldn't build these bridges because I can never walk on them. But anyway. I've done themes before, as you would have seen by my Crystal Lake video, or what was it, Markwater Lake. So it's not beyond the bounds of possibility. None of this is working really. Okay. So it's coming along, but it's not coming along very quickly. Yeah, it's a good idea, Danielle. It's I guess one of the things is we're not a huge channel, so it's anyway, I'll figure it out. That's why I'm putting it out for some feedback, and we'll see what everybody thinks, and then we start to develop something. It probably won't. It wouldn't be for a while, I don't think. I think I just want to. I'm interested to see. And you know, I've seen so many people we are now kind of regulars. We chat on a regular basis. A couple of us have got channels now, and there's just so much creativity. And one of the reasons I wanted to run a challenge was just to kind of see what everybody would do with kind of one idea, and hopefully it becomes a learning for everybody, because everybody's got. This is what I love. This is what I love about being in this community and building with Fallout, is just people have so many ideas and so many different point of views of how they can build something, and so it keeps everybody kind of motivated to do well. And to try and outdo each other. Well, not outdo each other, that's the wrong word, but you know what I mean. That's why I do what I do. I wanted to share I wanted to share my builds with people, and yeah, I watched lots of people over the years, last couple of years, and just been astounded at what some people can do and what people can make. And so I'll see something, somebody will make something, I'll see something completely different. And I've watched a lot of other people that are in the community that build, that also just take one idea and take it somewhere completely different to where I would imagine it would go. And I think you're right, it's... Yep, and that's what it's all about. It just... I think you were saying, you said to me the other day, Proton, that you feel as though you're getting better and better with every build you're doing. And I think it's the creativity. It's the creativity that I really think is... It starts breeding new ideas. Certainly in my case, I don't know about anybody else, but in my case, I start to get some ideas from it. So that's not gonna... Okay. You like what you like, don't you, see, eh? And I think as well, you know, our group here for this channel is getting to the point where I think we can give each other support and open feedback, which I think is very healthy, because everybody then learns of each other and we improve. And that's really what I'm about for this channel. Share the ideas, gain some ideas, and you know, if I use somebody's idea, I always make reference to them. I think that's fair, that if you see somebody's idea, that you don't say something or explain where it comes from. Well, this is a real hodgepodge of ideas, guys. So far, it's not really going anywhere, but it will. And this is what happened here last week, and we eventually got there. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to stop and read the chat for a sec. So, I guess that's where I enjoy the series that I've put together, which I call Quick Builds. I enjoy a lot because I can tell you, I started with a flourish on Quick Builds, and Quick Builds is now, you know, for the channel, is sometimes as popular as some of the other bigger builds that I do. And what Quick Builds is doing for me right now is it's really challenging me to come up with things for the channel that you can do quickly. And so from that, it breeds other bigger ideas. So it's like Proton. If you haven't seen Proton Rad's recent vid that he put up yesterday, I think it was, mate. He really has gone, and he's trying to push the boundaries of his creativity by building his own furniture and shelf systems and things like that. And often what will happen is little ideas will start to appear from all that. So I want to build out that way. So guys, this is really getting a foundation, and really you might not can see the vision just quite yet, but hopefully it will become clear as we go along. So yeah, see, we thank you for at least just bringing up the fact that you kind of got a little bit flat at the moment with building, because it did spark a bit of a conversation. We all go there. We all get those days where, oh, don't want to do that. And sometimes it's not just days, it can be weeks. And I know for you, but for me, I don't want to just put anything. For me, I don't want to put anything up on the channel. I try and put things up that people either haven't done or do them in a little bit of a different way. Yeah, and I agree, Chaos. I think that's very healthy, though. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think I guess with quick builds for me, it was more about, that was really aimed at newer builders, I guess, or just plugging gaps in your settlement, or adding little areas into your settlement that, like shops, for instance, like defensive areas, but also just trying to unlock some ideas for bigger builds. And that's really what quick builds is about. 5 to 7 minutes, quick and dirty little build, but it either sparks an idea or it just fills a gap in your settlement. And that's really as simple as it is, because yeah, we all build big settlements, but within a settlement there's lots of little things that we have to build. And really just to get people invested and get people interested in building, I guess, is really why I put it together. And that also is a series of things that I'd built that really didn't fit anywhere. No. Okay. So for now, I'm just going to put a whole lot of stuff down, and then I'm going to start manipulating it beyond this. I just want to get this down and try and get some kind of flow going. And that's just turned into a natural doorway. Well, actually, it's an interesting question. Thanks, Danielle. If you have a creative block, what do you do to unblock it? Guys, is there anything that anybody does that's in the chat right now, or even after after we finish, if you want to leave some comments below? What do you do when you have a creative block? See, for me, I start looking around in my mods, like I've done today, and I look for things that I haven't used, and then I say, okay, well, what can I physically do with that? Is there anything I can build with that would be interesting? Yeah, I do that. I use Google a lot. Thanks, Chaos. Oh, I'm blushing now. That is actually, you make a good point though. That is something I do. I'll go and watch other people's videos and just see what they're doing. Ooh, okay. Okay, that could work. Because I think for me, building in Fallout is all about your life experiences. I think that's where, whether we realise it or not, I think that's where a lot of the influences come from. You know, if you've travelled a bit, you've seen certain things. If you know, where you live has a bearing on it. Etc. etc. So I think that's a starting place. But it's like this build here. I saw something. I was running around and yeah, I think you're right, Chaos. Sometimes you get to that point where you just got to leave your settlement alone for a while, and come back a bit later. Okay, so we actually are starting to make. That's giving it another point of interest. That's giving it a point of interest. Okay, so we're starting to make some progress now. Does it? And it all kinds to start to tie in with that. Okay, so I'm happy again. It's like Z was saying though, and it's a good point in case. Like, influences come from everywhere, and you know, he's saying, why don't you do a challenge with Star Wars? Well, yeah, what? Well, why the heck not? And that's the beauty of Fallout, I think. Why not? Why not try something? And certainly, obviously, you've watched Star Wars growing up or something, and you like it, and say, okay, well, sometimes that's the way just to get things, moving in your creative flow going, is to say, okay, is there anything that I can do from, in this example, Star Wars, that would be interesting in Fallout? And I think what I love about Fallout 4 and the building component of Fallout 4 is you can build the wackiest thing you could ever imagine, and it doesn't matter. Now this has the potential to be a shop up here, I guess. Yep. You're not a power supporter, are you, Alex? The fifers. Yep. I'm liking this. This is, so you can see I was, again, and this is why I do live streams as well, because doing live streams really challenges you to do things, to try and get things made. And for a long time I resisted doing live streams because it was scary, man. But I tell you what, it's helped my building no end. So we're going to go and sleep now, guys. And I agree with Chaos as well. I tend to do similar things as far as picking a theme. I think for a settlement helps a lot, helps a heck of a lot, to kind of give you some direction for your settlement. Okay, I'm going to do this and do this, and hopefully the microphone's still working. Ooh, it's... Okay, so I'm wondering if these, whether I get rid of these. Nah. They're so we're starting to build something, and this may well change. Now I did get rid of the couple of the things in here because I want to build this backwards, and I want to do a couple of multi-level kind of builds here, so let's keep going with that idea. So maybe we'll link this area here. Yes, I still got my mask on, mate, I know. Yeah. And I think it's like everybody, it's all the things that people were saying before. There's kind of that escape element to Fallout 4 when you're building. And the fact that it can take you on a little bit of a journey in that you start at one place and then suddenly, you know, because we're obviously all creative people, and you'll start at one place and you'll suddenly get an idea, and where you start is not necessarily where you finish. It's like the last 2 weeks on the stream I've been building and I haven't really had an idea of what I wanted to build. I had a general idea, and we just start throwing things together and see what happens. And that's something I enjoy. Oh, the sound of the river. It's very, very therapeutic. You probably can't hear the sea quite as much as I can because I've got headphones on, so. Yeah, I've dressed Dogmeat up a little bit. Z loves my player get up at the moment. Not really. I might take that mask off at some point, mate, just for you. Or maybe I just leave it on because you don't like it. Okay, that might link up there now. Okay. Don't be like that, mate. That's not nice. Oh dear. I knew I'd get that comment from you, mate. That's why I do it. Oh dear. So I'm guessing you're not a fan of Friday the 13th, then, mate, eh? Oh dear. Well, what was it you called me in the other playthrough that I've got? What was that? Brokeback Mountain or something? My cowboy build? Okay, well that worked alright, didn't it? So what does your ideal character look like, guys? What would you dress them like, given that Z's a bit upset that I dress like Jason from Friday the 13th. What does your characters look like? What have you got them dressed as? Okay, we're starting to make some progress here. I like it. Hey Jobo, how are you, man? See, I just do that to upset Z. I know I'm going to get a bite. In Australia, we're very much like that. We like to stir each other up. Oh, have you got that mod with Batman on? Yeah, no. I tell you what, the newer Batman, it looks scary, man. So we need to put a support under there. Okay, so I'm not loving these, so I'm going to take them out. Sorry. Not loving these at all. And I think I want to build on this area here, so okay. I stay dressed the way I'm dressed because I know how much Z appreciates it. He loves it. So just so you can see what we're talking about. There you go. That's just for you, Z. There you go. Especially for you. And the background behind that, guys, is I actually done a Friday the 13th build, and so I found this mod that had that particular setup on it, so that's hence, and I've just never changed it, to be honest. And no, that was another suggestion. The Friday the 13th build was another suggestion by another one of the subscribers, so and again, I'm a big horror movie fan, so it all kind of fitted well with what I wanted to do. So anyway, I'll have a mod review on that particular mod. It's just a bit of fun, I guess. Except if your Z doesn't find it funny, that's fine. Didn't somebody recently do, was that you, Chaos, or somebody else that done a Batcave build? I'm sure I saw that recently. I was watching that somewhere, I think. Which is kind of interesting, I think. Kind of an interesting thing to do. There you go, I like that much better. And we have the connector there. So what we might do is we might just concentrate on this area here first. Now, one of the problems I'm going to have is there. Yeah, I forget which it's one of the quests that you can do at Bunker Hill. Actually gives you a little provisioners thing, a little camp that you can put down. I don't know quite where I'd place it. I've actually, thanks Danielle. It's funny you should say that because that's one thing that I've been thinking about. I mean, Cordless done a tremendous prisoner build. Oh yeah, a la Iron Maiden influenced prisoner build. Or the prisoner. Yeah, okay. The prisoner, yeah. So it's all interconnecting. Of course that's not going to work, is it? Because Iron Maiden, of course, make reference to that movie with the so we still got to try and build up there, don't we? Okay. Sorry, I do talk to myself a lot, guys. But the guys that have been here for a long time, know that, so. Okay, so we're starting to get the bones happening here. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to extend this out just a fraction because that's annoying me a little bit. So who's your favourite Batman? Who's your favourite character for playing Batman? There's a good question. Sadly, Adam West passed recently, but okay, so there's an opportunity to build here, I think. So I'm just going to put some floors down here for now, because I think there's an opportunity to build out into this area here. Eartha Kitt's Catwoman in the original Batman's she was the bomb. Yep, that's all working. Okay. So just give me 2 seconds, guys. I just want to check something real quick. So I want to be 2 seconds. Okay. Okay. So Batman's your kryptonite, is it, Proton? So what can we do to make this look a little bit different? What have we got here that we can use that we haven't already? Why not? What? Why the heck not? Sorry guys, I've gone into concentration mode. I knew it was going to do that. Just leave it for a little while. Why not? It's point interest. Yeah, I can work with that. Yeah, I think Keating was scary though, man. As Batman, he really was the yeah, I don't know, he was the first of the kind of new Batmans, and I don't know, maybe it was just me. He had a great kind of sense of comedic timing as well, Keating. Ooh. Okay. I'll get this a little bit closer. Like there. That's better. Yep. Whoop. We go. Okay. I think Keating kind of was the first guy to come back and kind of do something not only different with Batman, but then he kind of complemented what Adam West had done all those years ago. I think that's why so many people kind of remember him. And he was the kind of it was the rejuvenation of that whole series then, with the new movies and the new look and all that kind of stuff. Okay, guys, we are getting somewhere. I'm not sure exactly where we're going with this, but it's certainly starting to look interesting. Okay, so Batman. Who else do we like, guys? Okay, that actually good question, Proton. Who is your favourite villain? Who would be your favourite villain in that kind of Batman stroke Superman, DC, Marvel era? So guys, I'm going anything. It doesn't have to be movies, it can be anything. Anything at all. Doesn't even have to be kind of Batman, Superman. I haven't actually seen Suicide Squad yet, and I must admit I've been trying to get to it. I have it, I just haven't watched it yet. Come on. Actually, it's a good question. It's a good question. Who's your favourite bad guy in Fallout? I guess I like Kellogg, I guess. I don't know why, but it isn't that great, man. So I'm not missing too much. Okay. Well, that's looking starting to look a little bit crazy now, which is good. Ooh, can we incorporate some of this stuff in here? Haven't really done any vault building, to be honest. I think it'd be too clean for this, but looks like Doctor Who's TARDIS. Hey Ed Art, how are you, man? Welcome to the stream. What are you up to? Not sure if that looks interesting or not. Yeah, I don't like it. Anyway, worth a try. So Ed, if you just joined us, man, what's your favourite superhero? And who's your who do you enjoy, man? been talking a bit about Batman today, and Proton loves Superman, but it could be anybody. Actually, we can expand that. Who's your favourite? Who's your favourite cartoon character, guys? So I was always love guys like. As far as cartoons go, I guess. I loved Roadrunner. Loved Speedy Gonzales. Poor old Coyote though. He never did. Although I did see somebody done a spoof of that where Coyote actually caught Roadrunner, but that needs to come down a bit. Interesting. Let's have a look. Yeah, no, I did like a bit of, I must admit, I did like a bit of woodpecker myself. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do enjoy the. I mean, Simpsons is so old now, but it's still consistently good. So I like that kind of genre of cartoons as well. Don't get me wrong, but the classics are the best for me. I really do enjoy the classics. Okay, mate, thank you. See if that fixed it. See, thanks, man. Good old Popeye, eh? Forgot about Popeye. How can you forget about Popeye? But I did. Hopefully that's fixed the mic issue. Okay. Okay. No worries, Danielle. Thanks for joining us. I know it's late for you, so it's great to see you back, and we look forward to chatting pretty soon. Take care, have a great weekend, and we will we'll catch you a bit later. Still cracking, is it? Crackling. Okay. Let's see if we can fix it again. Maybe need to press the button for a little bit longer this time then, eh? Yeah, Robin Williams, man, what a genius that guy is. The voice, sorry. Pity he left us so suddenly. Eh? Okay. Okay, guys, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish up now. I've kind of run out of juice a little bit, and I think once you run out of juice, it's good just to finish up and regroup and come back at another point. So guys, thanks for joining us as ever. It's been a pleasure. Again, guys, you've been really active in the chat. A lot of good chat today. A lot of fun. And it makes it so much easier. Okay, it's getting worse, is it? That's not good. Okay, hang on a sec, mate. I'll try doing that. It makes it so easy for me to just build away and have a good chat and relax leading into the weekend. So guys, have a great weekend. I hope you join us next week. I hope you have a great weekend and be good to the family, and we will talk to you later. See you during the week, guys. Bye now.